Hey there, welcome to Beer in Front, the show where old school meets new brews, and where sometimes I'll talk about things that aren't even beer, but are still causing a stir in the beverage world. I'm Dave Zalatoris, and today I'm going to be diving into a story that's kind of wild. Stay tuned. This is Beer in Front, part of the Beer Media Group. Every week I'll talk to people in and around the beer world and get their stories all about beer. That's Beer in Front, and it's coming up now. Welcome to episode 277 of Beer in Front. I'm your host, Dave Zalatoris, and Beer in Front is a charter member of the Beer Media Group. I'm going to do something a little different today. Instead of giving you a lot of beer news, I'm just going to tackle one topic that's come up in the last week or so, and it's about THC beverages and attorney generals, and it doesn't look like it's going to be pretty. So I'll delve more into that in just a little bit. It is a beer show, so I am going to have a couple of regular beers. Sorry, Peggy, no THC beverages today, but I will have a couple good beers that I want to talk about at the end of that segment. So that's going to be coming up and more on Beer in Front, so stay tuned. THC beverages, those hemp-derived buzz-in-a-can drinks that look like a sparkling water, but they pack a nice little high, they're now under fire. And it's not just from your cranky neighbors over on Nextdoor, but this is from a bipartisan group of 39 attorney generals across the country. Yeah, 39 of them. Apparently, these drinks have caught the attention of some people in fancy suits. We're going to back this up a little bit. In 2018, Congress passed the Farm Bill, the one that legalized hemp as long as it had less than 0.3% Delta 9 THC by dry weight. Now that seems like it's harmless enough, right? But here's where it gets fun. Folks have realized that they could extract other forms of THC like Delta 8, Delta 10 from hemp, mix them into gummies or seltzers, sodas, whatever, and you have a gray area. So now you have THC drinks being sold online in gas stations, even, I guess, next to regular soda pop in stores. I have not seen that, but that's what some of the attorney generals are saying. They look like a soda pop. They taste like a soda pop, but they have a totally different kind of kick to it. Now, not every state is thrilled about this. Obviously, 39 of them are kind of pissed. Some of them have their own cannabis rules, some don't. And in the middle of all of this, companies that are pushing these products are pushing them hard. There's no licensing like alcohol, no dispensary oversight. You just crack open a can and chill. So you could imagine how attorney generals feel about this. Spoiler alert, they don't feel great about it. So now we've got this bipartisan group of 39 attorney generals, Democrats, Republicans, everyone in between. They're writing Congress to say, hey, we got to fix this. They're basically saying, look, this loophole has turned hemp into a backdoor way to sell THC nationwide. Some of these products, they argue, are stronger than regular weed, and they're being sold without age limits or consistent testing. Minnesota's Attorney General Keith Ellison put it clearly. He's not trying to ban Minnesota's regulated hemp THC drinks. Those are legal and taxed. He's going after this unregulated wave of stuff that's flooding in from out of state. Georgia's Attorney General Chris Carr said that it's a public health issue. Other states have called out packaging that look like candy or soda, stuff that a kid could grab easily thinking that it's a fruit drink. But in fairness to the THC products that are out there, there's a lot of beer products and there's a lot of regular hard seltzers that look like a fruit drink or regular, LaCroix as well. So it's not just THC there. A lot of companies need to rethink how they package it. But now all these people, all these attorney generals, they want Congress to rewrite this farm bill or at least redefine hemp so that these intoxicating products don't slide through anymore. So you're getting lawyers involved, and whatever lawyers are going to do, they're going to lawyer it up. And this time, the fight it's not about beer or liquor; it's about who gets to sell this buzz. And you may be thinking, well, Dave, I drink beer. You drink beer. This is a beer show. Why should I care? Well, here's why. These hemp THC drinks, they're competing for the same shelf space as craft beer. It's the same vibe, the same audience, the same fridge space, but they're playing by a completely different set of rules. Craft brewers must navigate alcohol taxes, labeling requirements, distribution laws, and these THC drinks, they've been skating by under some hemp loopholes. So while brewers are working within a tightly regulated system, some hemp companies have been running wild. And I've had hemp companies on before. I'm not insinuating them at all. I was at a THC beverage conference that was held by the Illinois Craft Brewers Guild earlier this year. And this was the most up and up thing you've seen. All they talked about was, yes, you want to be regulated because you want to sell this product legally. So I don't believe that it's like your breweries or some of your big THC chains. Like I've had on people from Kick Fizz. I've talked about other THC products. I know these people. They're like legitimate and on the up and up. But I think what's being, everyone's now going to have to run laps because, somebody messed up in gym class. So I think it's these fly by night people that just want to push this shit out into your gas station or convenience store that's screwing it up for everyone. The other side of this is safety. THC drinks, like the companies I talked about, they're well made, they're responsibly labeled. Others, like I was just at a gas station, earlier today, not so much. They had a little mini fridge that just had like a Post-it note on there, THC beverages. I don't know if they're checking IDs or anything like that. Now, I didn't go looking through the whole fridge, but they look like they were 10 milligrams. But you don't know with these companies. A few reports of inconsistent potency, even contamination have popped up. And when attorney generals start to mention kid-friendly marketing, you know that regulators are going to start swinging the hammer. This is a big, big wake-up call for beverage makers of all kind, alcohol, non-alcohol, THC, whatever. This Wild West era is going to be ending soon, and it's going to be more rules, more testing, and probably fewer neon-colored cans. Let's look at some real examples. In Minnesota, hemp-based THC drinks are legal. They're regulated, they're taxed, and they're showing up in places like Target. The state, Minnesota, made more than $11 million in hemp-related taxes last year. That's not bad for a brand new market. But now you have states like Arizona. The attorney general there warned stores flat out, if you're selling THC drinks without a cannabis license, you're breaking the law. In Alabama, they just banned smokable hemp and started cracking down on what they're calling consumable hemp products. So basically, they're redrawing the line between what's hemp and what's weed. Every state's handling is different, which has got to be a nightmare for anyone trying to build a national beverage brand. And if Congress is going to tighten the federal definition of hemp, this could shut down half the market overnight. So where does that leave us as consumers? If Congress is going to listen, if Congress ever goes to work, if they're going to listen to the attorney generals, hemp-derived THC drinks could soon be reclassified, meaning there's going to be more testing, regulation, taxes, and maybe even a full handoff to the legal cannabis industry. For the beverage world, it's another reminder that innovation is quick, but law always catches up. We've seen this with hard seltzers before, even like caffeine drink. It's the same dance. It's a new product. There's growth, there's concern from the public, and then there's a clampdown. If you're a brewery that's looking to get into the THC beverage space, you got to watch carefully. I mean, the market's hot, but it's going to get political and probably more expensive. And if you're just a regular consumer like me, you just like trying new beverages, that's cool, but just maybe double check that label before you're going to take that first sip. All right, that's going to be it for this round. Something new I'm trying out where I'm delving into a topic a little bit more than just your general news. So thank you for this. Let's get on with the rest of the beer show. This weekend is the Festival of Wood and Barrel-Aged Beers right here in Chicago. If you haven't picked up tickets yet, you might be able to snag one. Head over to fobab.com. It's a great festival. So if you're in Chicago, you got nothing to do Friday or Saturday, head over to Fobab. You will not be disappointed. If you're there Saturday, say hello to me. I will be there. If you'd like to support the show, head over to patreon.com/beerinfront. You could support the show there. If you have any ideas or show suggestions, please feel free to email me, dave@beerinfront.com. All right, if you listened to the show last week on fresh wet hopped beers, one of the guests I had was Ryan Evans from Bruz Beers. I've talked to Ryan on the show a couple times. If you remember, I went there for the Belgian Import Fest in June. Well, Ryan and the team at Bruz was kind enough, extremely kind enough to send over a couple of great beers here, a couple shirts, a hat. If you follow me over on socials, I posted an unboxing video. So one of the beers I want to have tonight on the show is from Bruz Beers. Now, this is their Czech Dark Lager, 4.8%. I mean, the things that I had when I was there, I had one of the beers he sent, just a regular Pilsner. Last night was phenomenal. So I'm looking forward to this dark lager. According to the can, it's a full-flavored dark lager with roasted malt. It's complex that is still light and refreshing. So let's just crack it open. Yeah, it's a beautiful, nice dark beer. Good foam here on this. I poured it in my Bruz Beers glass that they were kind enough to send as well. So it even looks better in this glass. Smells great. Love the aroma there. I'm getting the nice dark malts here. It smells really good. That's phenomenal. Wonderful flavors here. You get like the dark malt, so you're getting some chocolate. You're getting a little, maybe even a little coffee that's coming with those roasted malts. It tastes fantastic. My God, that's really good and smooth. Yeah, that's absolutely phenomenal. If you're in Denver, you know, you got to go to Bruz Beers. They got 2 locations. You got to hit them up because the beers that I've had, I didn't have a lot when I was there because it was a Belgian import festival and they were plugging these breweries from Belgium. But I went inside and I had a couple of theirs before, but man, they were all really good. This Czech dark lager is fantastic. Now they sent a few different ones and I'll do like some like YouTube stuff on those. Like he sent I think a Belgian quad and a wit along with the Pilsner. But this Czech dark lager is absolutely phenomenal. If you see it, you know what to do. Put it in the cart. You got to go to Denver to get it. So hop on a plane, go to Denver, go head over to Bruz and get you the Czech dark lager. All right, the next beer I'm going to have is one I wanted to have last week on the Fresh Hop episode, but I didn't get it in time. But it's out now. Sierra Nevada's Celebration Fresh Hop IPA. It's the king of kings. It's, if you follow like beer people on social media, this is like when you first get Celebration for the year, it's like your year is complete. You could finally have this beer. So I picked it up today, saw it at my Benny's, been asking around a lot of places. You got Celebration? No, we ordered it. We can't get it, but Benny's had it. So let's crack open the Sierra Nevada Celebration. Beautiful color on this. It's a nice, like reddish color. It doesn't look like your typical IPA. There's a lot more red in here. I mean, it just looks great. Good foam. Oh my God, the aroma is so good. You get all those fresh hops right up front. The smell is just amazing. That's outstanding. It's like the perfect beer. Now, if you don't like IPAs, you're not going to like this. But if you like IPAs, you got to grab it. I mean, it's that flipping good. It's like 10 of 10, Mount Rushmore in craft beer. The flavor is great. You get all that citrus, pine, wonderful flavors out of this. Yeah, I mean, there is like nothing that you could nitpick off of that. Good hop flavor, good bitterness there. It's just like the perfect IPA. It's not heavy, 6.8%, so it's not like imperial or anything like that. But it's such a phenomenal beer. I wish I could find it in bottles again, but I grabbed it in a 6-pack of cans. It's just so good. The flavors are so good. The aroma, everything about this is just like the perfect old school West Coast IPA. I'm going to have one more sip. That's just great. I mean, it's absolutely phenomenal. You see it, you can get it all around. I mean, you could pick it up now all over. The only thing that I got a problem with, this thing was canned. Now I'm looking at the can. It was canned on September 25th. How did it take so long to get around? It's like a month old. I wish I would have had this a little, earlier, but still, all the aroma, all of the flavor is right there. It just smacks you right in the face. It's just, I love local and I love, going to my local places, but Sierra Nevada's Celebration, it's the perfect beer. If you see it, you know what to do. You got to throw it in the cart and grab it now because, in a month or so, you're not going to see it anymore. But Sierra Nevada's Celebration Fresh Hop IPA, it's the perfect beer. All right, that's going to wrap things up for this edition of Beer in Front. I thank you very much for listening. Once again, it's FOBAB week, so hopefully I'll see you at FOBAB this Saturday. But if you're not going to be there, whatever you're going to have, please enjoy the beer that's in front of you. Or if it's a hemp beverage, a THC beverage, please enjoy that one that's in front of you. Have a great week, everyone. I will talk to you next week.